Hello and welcome to all the men and women of the West. I'm Joe here with me, my co-host Dan.
Hello and greetings.
We're continuing our Zelda reviews, and excuse us, listeners and viewers, we're gonna be packing in about 7 episodes or so into one single video. The first episode is That Stinking Feeling, which involves Link taking Zelda out on a romantic picnic to try and win over a kiss from her. They're ambushed by spiders near that lake that he found, only for the king and sprite to be kidnapped. And Zelda and Link take the fight to Ganon. There's nothing else to this episode. It's
very basic.
Yeah, and Zelda gets angry at Link at one point, which she terms having fun with these spiders when he was struggling with them. She's very miffed and blames him, but at the end of the episode, she learns a lesson. The episode's actually a little dull, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a quarter star.
Half star?
Yeah.
Just that.
Next episode, it's the typical doppelganger episode. Zelda receives a magic mirror, which suddenly creates an evil double of her. They have to rescue the Triforce of Wisdom. And Link also has to partially rescue Zelda because, the clone kind of tricked him. This is actually a little funny because they end up using the idea of Link being infatuated with Zelda as part of the plot so that Ganon learns a lesson and tries to use that to his advantage, realizing how dumb Link can be sometimes. Let's rate this episode.
Actually bring it up to 3/4.
Yeah, I'll say 1.1.
It is funny.
And we get to see a dragon.
No.
Next episode. Sleazenose, a traveling merchant, is rescued by Link. He gives Link a beautiful bejeweled sword in exchange for his current one. Link then realizes his current sword is a fake, and he and Zelda are kidnapped, and they gotta work with Sleazenose to outsmart Ganon as always. This one's actually a little funny, I will admit. 3/4 stars.
Yeah, 1 star. Again, Link gets dumb and fooled.
Yeah, but it's not a great episode. Next is Hitch in the Works, I think. Link does not believe a story that is told to him, and a bunch of moblins attack the castle. Link has the house maintenance man make fake moblins to help defend the castle. This one, yeah. As to Ganon, he tries to put a collar on Zelda's neck to force her to do his bidding and marry him. This is one with serious connotations about a certain topic that's very uncomfortable to discuss, and I'm actually going to rate this a 1 star because we see Link cooperate with someone other than Zelda, and we see Zelda have to apply her wits, and they actually flirt with a serious topic, which that makes this an awareness episode, but it's not a great episode. It's below average.
1.1, we see the characters finally taking root and using their brains for a change.
We then get a water park episode. Yeah, there's not much else to this episode. It's basically a water park. You have a monster. The water monster does not belong to Ganon, but is annoyed at the Hylians stepping into its territory. I'm going to rate this a 0. This is another awareness episode, except it's not fun.
Yeah, 0. Very poor monster of the week.
We have a magic wand that Ganon tries to use to kidnap Zelda, but she deflects the attack and kind of hits Link instead. And it sends his physical body to the evil jar. Her guilt is short-lived as Link's spirit reveals himself to her, and no one else can see him. And Ganon is horrified for some reason to find out that Zelda's in love with Link. As if that's really a startling discovery.
Pretty dense, it seems.
Well, if you actually look at the actual games, he does have his dense moments. But at the same time, this is just such a dumb episode. I mean, what about the fact that, the sword should have killed Link? But it doesn't? Not really. This entire Jar of Evil thing is just so dumb.
Premise there that could be good.
I'm going to say this is a half star.
3/4 star.
We're not impressed with most of these episodes. This last episode, though, is funny. Basically, a mutiny happens and Ganon is fired by the Moblins who form a union. And I'm not exaggerating there. They basically form a union. One of the lead Moblins discovers his wand and traps Ganon. And they seemingly do a worse job than Ganon. I would argue they did a better job than Ganon. This episode I'm going to say is a 2. This is actually a good episode. I like this.
Yes, a 2.
They basically form a union.
The villains unionize and overthrow
their evil Dark Lord.
Yeah.
I wish this was a 2-parter. I honestly like this episode. There's something to be said about Moblins forming a union.
And it's a very funny kind of finale. Usually the heroes should be going in and taking care of the enemy. But then you've got
the Moblins who just do it for them. Yeah, this is a funny episode. As you can see, there's not much to say about the rest of the series, and we'd have just ended up doing like 2-minute episodes per episode. So we figured why not just combine it all into one quick review video. From there, you can then jump to real Zelda content, like A Link to the Past or Hyrule Warriors. That last episode was still enjoyable. At least it ended on a funny note. A union. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, smash that like and that subscribe button as though you were Link putting an end to Ganon, rather than a Moblin doing it.